Hey everyone, I'm Mike from Michelson Art. I hope everyone's having a great day today. As usual, thank you guys so much for all of the support, all the kindness. I really can't thank you guys enough for taking the time to tune in and check out some of these new card art projects that I'm working on. I'm super excited to share the card that I just finished because, for one, this player is somebody that I've actually never gotten the chance to draw before. And I was super excited when the client for this card reached out and made a request for the Hall of Fame outfielder of the Minnesota Twins, Kirby Puckett. Now, I've never drawn Kirby before. And for those of you guys who remember the 1991 World Series, the Twins were down 3-2, and they were facing elimination. And Game 6, the score was tied 3-3, and then in the 11th inning, Kirby Puckett comes up to bat, and the rest is history. Kirby hits the walk-off home run, forces Game 7, and Twins end up beating the Braves to win the 1991 World Series. So for those of you guys who remember that game and remember that moment, there's a really iconic photo of Kirby after he hit that home run and he's running the bases. He's got his fist pump up over his head, and it's just a really iconic shot. And that was the moment that the customer for this card wanted to use as inspiration. So let's just take a look at what we came up with. So this is the Kirby Puckett card that we came up with. You'll see right off the bat that this card design was inspired by the 1991 Topps design, and we did that as a little nod to the 1991 World Championship. So there's a lot going on this card, so let's just dive right in and check it out. All right, so this is our Kirby Puckett card, done in the style of a 1991 Topps. You guys might actually remember seeing this design before. When I was on the Card Life, I actually did a card of Phillies pitcher Matt Strom, and I did his card in the style of a 1991 Topps. Now, I did his card as 1991 because Matt's birthday was 1991. But in this case, we did the 1991 design because that was the year the Twins won the World Series, and a huge part of that was because of this man's home run. So it was a really cool moment that I remember, and I was really psyched when the customer for this card reached out and, wanted to use that moment of inspiration, as the basis for this card. So really fun. I'll be putting out kind of the time lapse like I usually do of this card, and you'll probably notice that right in this area there was a sign on the back wall of the stadium that I had in there, and I looked at it and it just kind of didn't look right, so painted over it, and we changed it to just a full black background, and I think that actually worked out a lot better, a lot less distracting, because that shape just didn't quite fit. So we made a little adjustment there, and I'm glad we did, because I love the overall look of this now. I think Kirby really pops. So that is our 1991 Kirby Puckett Topps card. You'll remember, I think I spoke a bit about it last time, but the 1991 Topps is the first year where they actually stopped adding gum to the card, and they also stopped using a brown cardboard and switched to a white cardboard. So in this case, I used a white card, and unlike Topps, everybody gets gum when they order a card from me. So that is our card front. And for Kirby's back, we just did our standard card back. Kirby, his team, and his career statistics. So really fun. Really cool card to get to work on. Like I said, I remember this game. I remember watching this when I was a kid, so really exciting to have somebody reach out and want to reproduce that memory and do it in a really interesting way. The customer actually gave me the photo, but they let me kind of take the wheel when it came to the design, so I just, 1991 Topps really fit with this card, so that's what we did. All right, so that is our 1991 Topps Kirby Puckett card. This card, like I said, really fun to work on because I've never gotten a chance to draw Kirby before. And, you know, I remember the moment in 1991 where he hit that home run. So for me, it was really special to actually be able to work on a card that was a memory that I actually grew up watching and remembering. So thank you so much. Really fun to work on this card. And that's it. You know, like I said before, there's really no reason why, you know, anybody can't get exactly the card they want. So I'd love to be able to do that for you guys. So just reach out, you know, tell me what your idea is. There's really no card, there's nothing we can't create. So thank you guys. Reach out anytime. Love to hear your comments. You can drop them down here. DM me or head over to mikeolsonart.com and let's talk more about the project you'd love to work on. So thank you guys, and I'll talk to you again soon.